Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog Podcast. On the 27th of October 2016, there will be 3 books published from BBC Books. Now, that's basically the date that Class comes out on TV. However, these 3 books are also class-based. You've got 3 stories, they're coming your way, and they're in rather nice paperback. The first one is Guy Adams's Joyride. Poppy is a quiet girl, right up until she steals a car and drives it through a shop window. Max is a nice guy, but then he kills his whole family just for fun. Amar seems to be so happy, so why is he trying to jump to his death from the school roof? Some of the students of Coal Hill School are not themselves, some of them are dying. Ram has just woken up in a body he doesn't recognise, and if he doesn't figure out why, he may well be next. Guy Adams lives in Spain, surrounded by rescue animals, and some of them are his family. Now, Guy Adams used to be an actor, and he gave all that up in order to be a writer, and has been a particularly successful one. Well, in our eyes anyway. His Big Finish work has been brilliant, his Torchwood stuff was fantastic. And of course he's been writing novels. This is a pretty damn good book. They're all very good, and if you like Class, then you'll be wanting these. Now, I know from experience that not everyone likes Class. I had my fill of Classness, in the sense of I watched every single episode of Buffy, and I did that. There isn't enough space in my life for Class. That is one of the reasons I've not watched it all and reviewed it. I'm sure that at some point very soon, possibly even next summer, I'll watch and review every single episode of Class in a box set kind of way. But until then, I've got these books. Yes, I'll be watching them, but I won't be giving full reviews because, let's face it, out there, everyone's doing that. Tim Drury, Radio Free Skaro. There are so many people out there reviewing this on a weekly basis that I'm just not going to bother going there because I'll just end up saying the same things as them. However, I did see there were 3 books, and that was merely the first. The second Class book, The House of Stone, by A.K. Benedict, again one of the same authors from the recent Torchwood box set. Here's the synopsis. There's an old stone house near Coal Hill School. Most people hurry past it. They've heard the stories. But if you stop and look up, you'll see the face of a girl pressed up against the window, screaming. Tanya finds herself drawn into the stone house. There's a mystery there, and she's going to solve it. But the more she investigates, the more she realises that there's a presence in the house, one that wants her. Something is waiting for Tanya in the stone house, something that's been trapping others in its web for years, something that's far worse than any ghost. Now, A.K. Benedict, as I've said elsewhere, has produced some superb stuff for the Torchwood range. I've been unfamiliar with her work because she's been writing crime and a bit of SF. But you know from the description at the bottom of the page that tells you all about the authors, that you know she's one of us. And the fact that she owns a dog called Dame Margaret Rutherford will always get my vote. Which brings us to the third book. James Goss is perhaps the biggest name of the 3. What she does next will astound you. At Coal Hill School, things have started to get public. Kids have become obsessed with a website that demands you perform risky stunts, or tell your most painful secrets. And Seraphin, everyone's favourite vlogger, wants you to get involved, all in the name of charity. At first, people just get hurt. Then their lives are ruined. Finally, they disappear. As April's fragile group of friends start to fracture, she decides she's going to uncover the truth behind this site for herself, whatever it takes, whoever she hurts. April is also going to win, but then to her horror she wakes up to find herself and the whole world's changed, and what she does next will astound you. Now, we all know what James Goss has been up to, and I don't need to go on about that, but I do need to say that all 3 of these books are very, very good and well worth a look. Yes, Class might not be for you, but if it has been even slightly, when you're in the bookshop next, have a browse and see what you think of these. Because like most books, you get more characterisation, and with all BBC tie-in stuff, it all kind of fits and works. And with that, I'll leave you and come back next time, probably to talk about Doctor Who, or perhaps not. So until next time, be seeing you. That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.